Hey, welcome back. We're back in our Whitepaw Colony. Last time, we got this nice nuclear reactor in, and we got it connected up all the way through to, well, quite a ways over there. But we didn't quite get our water connected in. So we're going to start with doing that today. It should not take too long to do, but we are going to have to remove that. And we're going to just start with a big dynamite that goes down right there. Underneath, though, we're going to have to look at, we're going to have to come down here and put just a slight detour to the tunnel there. And once that's in, then we can worry more about that. I'll come back with that in just a second. The big thing that I wanted to do today is we've got all of this metal to clear out, and once it's cleared out, we should be able to put in a mine down here, which I believe is, there it is. But we can't put that down until some of the metal is taken care of. So we're going to get a little bit more storage just to go ahead and let us get that in. Let's do 1, 2. Can I do 3? Nope. That's okay. We'll put those in. We'll get these in. I could probably move those closer, but that's okay. They're going to be temporary because I want to eventually clean up some of this today, move them to a more central location, and maybe leave a place for them to just basically move out whatever we have. I did put in a little effort to go ahead and finish the route on getting all of our battery station here set up. In fact, they've got a couple more done. Let's go ahead and activate those if we can get in there. Because I've got all these beavers down here, and eventually there'll be more beavers working in this area, I want to make it so this doesn't just fill up with bad water. What I'm going to do is we're going to redirect, and I think we're going to redirect about right here. We'll just put the biggest dynamite we possibly can in right here. There we go. And then to get out there, we're going to need a couple of things at least. So let's go ahead and look at our bridges. So those should all be okay. I could put one. If I do a 2, I could do a 2 here. They could get to that. And then I just got to go every other 2. And that will get me, hopefully. No, is that? Might have to do this one. Yep, there we go. That will get me enough room to get down there. This one I only need a 1. And we'll connect these in. There we go. And we'll put one of you right here. There we go. That should let me get to everything. Well, if it wants to let me put that in there. We're still suffering from just a bit of frame rate issues. So we'll work with those as we can. Oops. Accidentally overput a couple of dynamite here, but that's okay. We can just reclaim them. They just use more dynamite to make bigger explosions, so that should be all dynamite. Go ahead and get this mine online as well. Let's go ahead and grab a bit of power for it. We'll grab the methane engine. Here we go. And we can put it right there. That should allow us access to get to that. Yep, there we go. And we'll even come back around the side here. Maybe, if it lets us. There we go. Come back this way. We'll go around and in. And once that's in, we'll turn that on and start using it. I also want to hook this one up over here just the same way, just in case we should need more of these factories. There we go. We'll grab the power. And then those should be pretty self-sufficient for now. I had to use the trick where you pause your drills so they empty them out. But that's not a big deal. We can, as soon as they're empty, in fact, it looks like they're empty enough, we can turn them back on. And it should start picking up coal again. We're definitely going to need more coal, though. So what I'm going to do is try and put another drill in. However, this power shaft here interferes with our ability to do that because it's got to have 4, well, not 4, 8, I guess, blocks of dirt in front of it so that it can actually mine that out. So what I'm going to do is we're going to kind of zigzag around. We'll put that in for now, and we'll take the power under here and back up over, fill this back in with dirt, and hopefully that will let us put in another drill. We're also going to have to cut out a hole for it. So let's go ahead. We'll put those in. We'll get all these in. Let's get the 2s in here. And that should give us enough room, hopefully, to get over there. I think I'm getting to the point where I just have to pause it to be able to build all much. There we go. And let's do that and this. And there we go. We'll let them build on that for just a minute as well. They've got the dynamite in. Let's see how it goes when we unpause it. Well, it looks like it's exploding our frame rate as well, but at this size colony, you just kind of got to expect that. We'll let them work on that. Plus, I want to go ahead and we'll just toss in some more dynamite. That's probably too large of a charge for this, actually, but you know what? It'll be fine. It should be just fine. In fact, what's the height on this? It's 0, so it can't explode too much, possibly. However, I think that I need a 3. Get them across there to the other side. So let's toss that in. 3 bridge, 2 bridge, and we'll just draw that in. That should get them enough explosives, and I'm hoping when the bad water finally comes back that this is a deep enough channel that it won't overflow into here. But on the good side, you'll see that they've cleaned out enough around the mine that we can come in and we'll put in our abyss exploration here. There we go. We'll get that in there. A couple of people looks like they're already done, so we'll go ahead and stop their jobs. If anybody else says anything, that's fine. We'll get them a new job as well. We're heading into the end game now, and we're going to need as much science as we can possibly get. We've got 2 really large purchases. One is this abyssal nuclear reactor. It is 35K, and then the final monument for these guys is 50,000. So we're going to have a decent amount of science all around. So we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves another university. Eventually, we'll be making science with it, but for now, we're going to use it for some more degrees, most likely. I think we've got one more degree coming in over here. Do we have... We have just the humanities. Oh, we do have one. Okay, so as soon as we get the second one, we can change that one as well. Let's go ahead, put in the power, and we'll make sure that that's high priority so they do get it in there. There we go, and then we'll use that for other ones as well. So they've got our mine in here. I'm going to go ahead and explode our way down, and I think we have one more that we need to take out there. Yeah, at least one more. We're just going to use regular dynamite there, and then I want to use a tunnel here. Tunnels here. Just so, well, just one, I guess, since it's exploding. We're going to go ahead and will it let us take out some of these? It may let me take out this one. No, it won't let me take that out quite yet till I unhook everything in there, but that's okay. We can wait for them to build that. They've got the dynamite over here done, so we'll go ahead, take those out. That should level us down to the right area, but we can't put another one of these in because it overlaps this here, so we'll have to wait till all that work's done. Over at this mine, it looks like it's up and ready to go, so we'll go ahead, take care of that. We'll make sure to get some methane over here, but since we're using so much methane, we're going to go ahead and make sure that we're bringing in enough methane. I want to add not 1, but 2 methane extractors here to help us keep up on that. And then we're also going to add, probably, let's do I need a drill? No, we're going to come back to that. Let's do one of these and one of these, our underground laboratory team. And then we will go over here and do one each of those. So now we should have quite a bit of production capability in this area right here. Well, you know what I forgot to do? Connect back up our water. So let's go ahead and get that back in there really quickly. Take you out of there. We're going to go with the vertical shafts all the way back up to there. We'll do a universal one here. We don't technically need one. We just need a downward, but we're going to do it anyway. And we're going to say that that is super high priority before we run out of water. With our dirt blocks now taking only about 40 dirt instead of 1,000 like they did before, go ahead and put in at least one more clay pit that we can use to turn most of that extra dirt into, hopefully, some gold that we can use for other various things. About most of the area here. I forgot to press demolish on that, but that's okay. And I'm noticing our path is just one off. So I'm going to go ahead and move it over one. And we'll get rid of that path once it's done. In fact, we'll clear it up just a little bit here. There we go. But what I've been wanting to do, and what should solve any future problems with power, I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to go power. We're going to set up our abyssal nuclear reactor here. Now, it's a bit tricky sometimes to actually get to hang on there correctly. Let's see. Can we get that? Sometimes it just doesn't want to go no matter what. Maybe if I turn it slightly. Okay. Well, let's see if... Ah, I saw it for a half a second there. Maybe. No, it just does not want to go, does it? Oh, there it goes. Okay, finally. Sometimes you just have to admit defeat, and then it works just fine. Take you out of here. You can go back up this way. And we'll connect you in just like that. In fact, we could probably connect that in as well. And then they can get to work on our abyssal nuclear reactor. However, this still floods sometimes. This is not a hard stop. It could be. We could definitely come down here and hopefully put something in there. We might try that. And if we do that, we will be able to use this without any issue. Otherwise, we'll build something up here to take care of that. Let's bring you around all the way over and up this way. And we will go take our landscaping here. Nope, not the landscaping. There it is. Our blocks, we'll just put in a hard stop right there, and then we'll remove the wall after a little bit. While we're here, though, you notice I've got a whole lot of extra resources out and about the map everywhere. I've got scrap here, I've got logs and planks over there, same thing over here. What I want to do is this bad water storage that we spent building last time, I want to go ahead and we will build some storage on top of that. We're going to start with the piles, and we'll put one in there. One can be for logs, one can be for planks, one can be for coal. Those are our three biggest that we seem to need. So put those up for logs. We'll set these up for planks. We'll set this up for coal. There we go. And then we'll work from there. Speaking of trees, though, while we're here, I remembered there's one more type that we don't have yet of these clockwork farms. So we go ahead and let's just take one of these and put it on top here. And then under the trees, a different location for some reason, there's the clockwork farm for trees. We're going to put those in. Then we just need to connect it in. Here we go. 1, 2. Get the universal there. Get a couple of ladders up. And we good to go on that. Back over at our big quarry over here, most of the things are ready to connect back in. So we're going to take and make another platform here, just like the ones before. Going to move that. That's going to have to go. That's going to have to go. Let's go ahead and get our power in that we need. There we go. You're going to turn the other way. Oh. Oh. Under these. Yes, there we go. That's the one we need. We'll get here. And then we start working our way upwards. Hopefully. Go. Up. 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 And then we need to take on this level. Grab a more tunnels. Here we go. Tunnels there. And that'll let us connect back in over here. Oops. We did not quite do what we were supposed to do here. I forgot to blow up the extra dynamite. That might cause a bit of an issue. So we're going to just pull that path out of there for just a second. And we'll see. Oh, I got more to blow up here. Let's get rid of all of this. See if that's enough to divert that whole place. Maybe it's kind of pouring over the side. Maybe. We'll see here. It's going down, though. There we go. And it's slowly retreating into the Gulf. Well, we should be okay. We'll start the construction back on that as soon as this area clears up of bad tide. Underneath here, they've got their power shafts in, which looks like that means we can take out a lot of this stuff here. Go ahead, take those out. Yep, sure do. And then we're going to put in dirt here. Those, let's face them this way. One more. Here, we just need to put in the power shafts to connect them back. So across, and then we've got upward. Oops. Go. Enough. Did I know? I might have blown up an extra area that I did not need to blow up. Well, crud. I guess it happens. Let's take these out. Oh, no. That's not good. Here we are blowing up stuff we don't need to blow up. And it's going to cause an issue. Okay. We'll figure this out. We might just have to take this down and rebuild it. You know what? Let's just bite the bullet. We'll do it. We'll take this down. We'll fix our very costly mistake here. Let's get you out of there. Let's get you out of there. There we go. And then we're going to have to put in you and you. And we'll go ahead and put in some there. Here, we will go ahead and do our power. There we go. And you can go up here twice. And then we'll do just another foundry here. There should be most of this stuff already in there. Oh, looks like I need to put a path. A couple of them. There we go. So this goes here. There you go. Well, that's what happens when you misengineer things. We will just have to live with what we're working with. We will make sure that that's high priority. That all of this is high priority. Is everything underneath there high priority? No, not really. Let's make sure. Down to the bottom. Done. That's done. We'll make that's high priority. This all gets back in there. Then we can actually come back through. Let's make sure that that's going to work here. disassemble those. All of those. Yep. We'll grab another coal since that's what we always seem to be out of. Yep. And then power, we will go power shafts, go universal, just 2 universals so that we know that it works. And now we just got to wait for them to fix that mistake we made. Had a little time pass by, and as you can see, our Foundry did make it back in. We've got our, what number is this? 5th drill? 5th drill in. We have more work done on the batteries. They're eventually just going to be a giant green glowing line across here. But I did come through and put in some more things on both of the open mines. Basically what I did is put in the abyssal excavation drills on all of these. Plus I went over there to the last one left, which is right here, and started putting them on this because the hardest resource to get, really, I think, is the gold nuggets. It just takes so many resources to get them. And with this, we're getting 5 every 2 and a couple hours days. So that is about the fastest way I've found to get them. It doesn't take a ton of stuff. Plus, your elevator is providing pretty much all the runes exploration that you need. So that should be all caught up. I have gone through and done a lot more on our automating. So we've got some switching on and switching off here as it comes along. We'll try and get more of that done next time. We'll have to build up more. I have gone through and paused and unpaused a little bit of everything here just to make sure that we have enough workers to keep going. But as the automation is coming online, we're easily getting more and more. In fact, I might even be able to turn this one back on. There we go. For now, that gives us a couple of beavers here and there. We should be good. But the big thing that did come in, we finally got our wonderful, beautiful nuclear reactor in here. It's all done. Now, it's not providing power yet. We have to, I believe, climb all the way up to the top. I don't know if they can build the last piece. But there's another piece that goes on the top, and it provides the power outlets plus some water. So we'll have to figure out what to do about the water. And then we'll connect the power in over here where this other lesser nuclear reactor is. But that should be it for this time. So just want to say thank you very much for stopping by, and hope to see you next time. Bye!